Hello, I want to provide you with hope today. I had a near death experience, and I went into the light as the light of the light. Think of God or source energy or whatever you want to call it, like water, and that you're of the water as the water in the water. And that remember, we're energetic frequencies, we're light beings who are wearing human flesh suits. But truly underneath all of us, like I see everyone now, and they all have these beautiful like sparkles over the top of their heads. And I learned to do God spotting, which is a type of brain spotting that helps to rewire your brain, your body, your mind, your soul back into that source energy so that you're directly connected to your source self again. And you bring in your angels and your guides and your spirit light beings, the Pleiadians or the Arcturians. But you can shift consciously during, so this is conscious evolution. We are moving from the death of patriarchy into divine feminine rising. So just remember that divine feminine rising is inclusive of all, because we're all half our mothers, half our fathers, and all God, an expression of one. We're one divine collective. That's why all of your clairs and all of your gifts are coming in, because you're remembering who and what you are. Who you are is a divine spark of God or energy, source energy. What you are is having a human experience here at the perfect time to know how to regulate your nervous system so that you can shift energetically and be responsible. And that's how you serve. This is how you serve. That's the third part of it. I know who you are, what you are, and how you serve. Who you are, spark of God. What you are, human, but having a human experience, and you came in to learn everything. So some of that is really hard to accept, particularly because I was held as a child sex slave from 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, and part of 11th grade by a man named Paul Belt. I never get a cease and desist because I'm telling the God's honest truth. My mother gave me to him, and then she, like 36 years later, I started to talk about it, and I talked about it on LinkedIn because my mouth was wired shut, because that's where most of the crimes had occurred, and the body keeps the score, and that's a lot of years to be a child sex slave. And so I started to write about it on LinkedIn. I was a trauma therapist with 30,000 followers, and or 60,000 followers, I can't remember, but I got the attention of a cop named Mo Greenberg. Again, hope. There are earth angels here, placed in the right place at the right time to help you navigate human conscious evolution. A cop, an SVU cop, flew me to Maryland. They have no statute of limitations, just like every state in this country, including Florida, should have no statute of limitations, because these men are pedophiles and rapists, and we cannot continue with that type of energy in this earth. We are shifting that into the divine feminine rising, helping to heal, clean up the energy, and that's how you serve your source energy. So you want to be at your highest godly, most source energy connected expression. So that's by remembering that you are a divine being having a human experience, and that you are here born at the perfect time to help shift and lift Gaia. And you do that energetically by remembering who you are, what you are, and how you serve. We're all aspects and expressions of God. So be it today. Be high in energy. Be hope for self and others. Do this in your knowing of who you are, what you are, and how you serve. Blessings create blessings.